Good morning, all of you. First of all, thanks to our district coordinator, Srimati Yasodhalakshmi Madam. My name is Suresh Kumar, working at AP Balayogi Gurukulam, Kanchli. Today's our topic is animal fiber. The fibers derived from plants like cotton and jute that are made into fabric. We get fibers from plants and animals. చూడండి స్లైడ్లో కొన్ని ప్లాంట్స్ కొన్ని యానిమల్స్ ఉన్నాయి కదా, వీటి నుంచి మనం ఫైబర్స్ని తయారు చేసుకుంటాం. కాటన్, జూట్, గోంగోరా, కోకోనట్ ప్లాంట్ ఫైబర్స్ ఆర్ యూజ్ఫుల్ టు మేక్ డిఫరెంట్ కైండ్స్ ఆఫ్ ఫ్యాబ్రిక్. లెట్ us find out about these animal fibers. In the same way, we get fibers of silk and wool from animals like silkworms and sheep, goat, camel, yak, etc. Story of silk. First of all, you see the life cycle of silkworm. This is the life cycle of silkworm. Life cycle of silkworm, there are 4 stages in the life cycle of silkworm: eggs, larva, pupa, adult. Female silk moth lays eggs. After about 14 days, eggs are hatched into larva called caterpillar. Caterpillar grown into pupa. Pupa secretes fibers made up of protein and weaves the fibers around itself completely. This covering is called cocoon. Live in the cocoon for some time. After coming out of cocoon, grows into silk moth. Okay, children, there are mainly 4 stages: eggs, larva, pupa and adult. Moth to eggs. We call the eggs of silk moth seeds. People call them as chilakalu. Another name of these moth is Bombyx mori. పట్టుపురుగు శాస్త్రనామం ఏంటి? Bombyx mori. At the time of laying eggs, people are arranged white cloth pieces or paper. Moths lay 100 of eggs on them. A female moth lays around 500 eggs in one go and dies. Those eggs are called very small in size. These eggs are called chilakalu. People generally allow these eggs to hatch in special chambers, usually over mats on beds of the chopped mulberry leaves, to get small worms. These are mulberry leaves. Silk moth is like butterfly. Those moths will be kept in grill messes in separate rooms. There is a big seed growing center at Horsley Hills in Chitturu district. Sometimes silk moths are also sold. People buy these silk moths to produce eggs. These centers are called grainages. Eggs to cocoon. Here large trays with leaves and larvae feeding on them could be seen. Some trays had white and yellow eggs like structures. The whole process of obtaining silk, starting from silk moth, is called sericulture. What is sericulture? The whole process of obtaining silk, starting from silk moth, is called sericulture. Tiny white colored silkworms, that is called caterpillars, will be placed in trays. People chop mulberry leaves into small pieces to feed them. These worms eat leaves day and night. They need good hygienic conditions and proper light to grow. చూడండి, పట్టుపురుగులు ఏ విధంగా మాతులు మల్బరీ ఆకులను ఆహారంగా తీసుకుంటున్నాయో చిన్న చిన్న మొక్కలు చేసి. చూశారు కదా, ఈ విధంగా ఆహారాన్ని తింటాయి. When they grow bigger in size, people transfer the worms into big seized cane frames called chandrikalu. These are called chandrikalu. After 30 to 35 days, the caterpillar stops eating and settle at the particular place, it weaves a net to hold itself. Caterpillar moves its mouth from side to side and secretes fiber-like substance. When it is exposed to air and heat, it becomes strong. ఈ విధంగా చూసారా, ఈ వీడియోలో చూసిన విధంగా నెట్ లైక్ స్ట్రక్చర్ ఏర్పడుతుంది. దానికి గాలి మరియు వెలుతురు తగలగానే ఆ నెట్ గట్టిపడుతుంది అన్నమాట. The cocoon have to be shifted to kill the larva inside, otherwise it will cut out after growing into a mouth and spoil the cocoon. The larva of silkworm undergoes changes in the cocoon to change into a moth. After 2-3 weeks, young moths come out from the cocoon and fly away. The net is woven completely to cover the body of the caterpillar. This seems to be a closed sac. This is called pattukailu. So we have to be very careful. Within 2-3 days of formation of cocoon, people start removing them from the tray. People kill the larva inside by a process called stiffing by putting a lot of these in a steam oven for 10 to 15 minutes. We will not be able to get a continuous thread of silk from such a cocoon, thus we won't be able to obtain quality fiber for fabric. Stiffing helps us to store the cocoons for a long time. This process is usually done in a reeling centers. These cocoons are kept in sealed bags and sold at the cocoon market. If not shifted, people sell them off within a week. Apart from mulberry, tussar silk is produced in our state. Some species of silk moths that lay eggs on Terminalia oak plant ni Terminalia antar plantation produce tussar silk. Mostly tribal people rear these kind of cocoons. This silk plantation is mainly concentrated in Karimnagar, Adilabad, Warangal, Khammam and coastal regions of East Godavari and Visakhapatnam. Cocoon to fiber, process of reeling, fiber to yarn. Caterpillar of silkworm spins fiber, which is mainly made up of 2 types of proteins, sericin and fibronin, and is very strong. The cocoon have to be boiled to loosen the fiber to be able to reel it. Obtaining silk fiber from cocoon is called reeling. It is done with special machines called reelers and twisters. The silk fiber is carefully collected from the cocoon and nearly 3 to 18 of such threads are wound together to make yarn from it, which is reeled. This yarn is cleaned, bleached and colored. The yarn is ready to be woven into a variety of design fabrics. On looms, we can see reeling centers at Nandikotkuru, Hyderabad, Karimnagar. Wrap of saree being prepared. Pochampalli is silk city of our state. People weave silk fabric by using silk yarn on handlooms. For them, weaving is a traditional occupation. They get silk yarn from reeling centers to weave a variety of sarees. Reeling to weaving. Pochampalli pattu is also called tie and dye or Jamadani pattu. Pochampalli pattu and Dharmavaram are famous types produced by our state. Dharmavaram is famous for its wide border and rich butta or dots. A Jamadari saree on loom, felt bringing woven waver wrap. Benaras, Kanchipuram, Dharmavaram, Narayanpet, Kota, Pochampalli are all types of silk fabrics. They get their names from the place where they are made. There are some more varieties of silk such as Tussar silk, Monga silk, Kasa silk, Eri silk and so on. Some chemicals add strength to silk fibers. Silk is used to make other products as well as like satin and crepe. We have both hand looms and power looms to weave silk. People involved in the process suffering from skin as well as respiratory problems due to continuous handling of the silkworms and the silk fibers. Thank you.